The man who thought his way into partnership with Thomas A. Edison. This is bonus number 2 from the Self-Storage Insider. This is Bill Moist, MSCPA. Truly, thoughts are things, and powerful things at that. When mixed with definiteness of purpose, persistence, and a burning desire for the translation into riches or other material objects. Edwin C. Barnes discovered that men truly do think and grow rich. His discovery came little by little, beginning with a burning desire to become the business associate of the great Thomas A. Edison. One of the chief characteristics of Barnes' desire was that it was definite. He wanted to work with Edison, not for him. Several important things stood in his way. Barnes did not know Edison. He did not have enough money to pay his railroad fare to Orange, New Jersey. These difficulties were sufficient to discourage the majority of men from making any attempt to carry out this desire. But his was no ordinary desire. He decided to hop the freight train to get to East Orange. He presented himself at Mr. Edison's laboratory and announced he had come to go into business with the inventor. Well, when speaking many years later, Mr. Edison said, "He stood there before me looking like an ordinary tramp, but there was something in the expression of his face that conveyed the impression that he was determined to get what he came after. I gave him the opportunity he asked for because I saw he made up his mind to stand by it until he succeeded. Subsequent events proved that was no mistake." Well, Barnes did not get his partnership with Edison on the first interview. He did get a chance to work in Edison's office at a nominal wage, doing work that was unimportant to Edison but was important to Barnes. Months went by. Nothing happened to bring the coveted goal which Barnes had set out in his mind as his major definite purpose. However, he was constantly intensifying his desire to become the business associate of Edison. When the opportunity came, it appeared in a different form than Barnes had expected. Perhaps this is why so many failed to recognize opportunity. Mr. Edison had just perfected his new office device known as the Edison dictating machine, later called the Ediphone. His salesmen were not enthusiastic over the machine, so Barnes seized the opportunity. Barnes knew he could sell the Edison dictating machine. In fact, he sold it so successfully that Edison gave him the contract to distribute and market it all over the nation. Out of the business association grew the slogan, "Made by Edison and installed by Barnes." This business alliance lasted more than 30 years. Out of it, Barnes became very rich in money, but he had done something much greater. He proved that one may think and grow rich. He proved that one really may think and grow rich. Barnes literally thought himself into partnership with the great Edison. He thought himself into great fortune. He had nothing to start with except the capacity to know what he wanted and the determination to stand by the desire until he realized it. With these intangible forces, he made himself #1 man with the greatest inventor who had ever lived. Well, we continue this lesson in the next series. For now, more information can be found at Self-Storage Insider. This has been Bill Moyes, MSCPA, speaking today, bonus number 2 from the Self-Storage Insider, the man who thought his way into partnership with Thomas A. Edison.